Assalamu alaikum. In this video, I'm going to be explaining how to solve the discrete mathematics questions, module 4. The first question is, what is the simplified logic expression of the K-map below? So in K-maps, we have this structure right here, and it will allow us to get the simplified version of the Boolean function. Okay, so we are going to have first we are gonna have a bunch of squares, okay, and then these squares are gonna contain either 1 or 0. Okay, these are containing 0, as you can see. Okay, and then we got the ones that have 1. Okay, so we are just gonna look at the squares that have 1s inside of them. All right, and then we're gonna have this column right here. We're gonna have these numbers right here and these numbers over here. So, and then we're gonna have the Boolean function variables. So we're gonna have either variable A, B, C, or D, or any other variable. It doesn't only show you A and B and C and D. It could be anything else. These are just variables. Okay, and then so these here are the values of our variables. So B is the A is the first value, and then B is the second value. So we only got 2 values, either 0 or 1. So in the first, we have A is equal to 0, and then B is equal to 1. The second one, we have A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0. Here A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0 to 1. Here A is equal to 1 to 0, and then B is equal to 1. And the same is here. As you can see here, C is the first number, D is the second number. So here C is 0, D is 0, C is 1, and then D is 0, and so on. And then we are gonna have to highlight or choose some squares that have 1s inside of them, and we can do that by highlighting 1 only, or we could do 2 together. Okay, and then we could do 4 together, but we cannot do 3. We cannot highlight 3 squares together. That is not allowed. Only 2, 1, or 4. Okay, and then we also can go diagonally or horizontal, vertically. We can go like this, and we can also go like this. We can select 4 like that, but we cannot do something like this. We cannot highlight 2 diagonal squares. زين، بالنسبة لهذا السؤال فاحنا بيكون معنا هذه المربعات، يا اما يكون فيهن 0 أو 1. بنشوف المربعات اللي فيهن الواحد، يعني احنا يهمنا المربعات اللي فيهن الواحد. وهنا فوق عندنا هنا قيمة الفاريبل اللي فوق، وهنا قيمة الفاريبل اللي تحت. ما شرط يكون ثنائيات، ممكن يكون A بس وحدها، ممكن يكون B وحدها، ممكن يكون هنا C وحدها بدون D. زين، ويكون هنا رقم واحد بدل 2 يعني. لكن هنا عندنا في المعادلة يعني 4 variables C, D, و A و B. زين، الحين في اللي فوق بيكون هنا قيمة ال A وهنا قيمة ال B. طيب، وعاد بالنسبة بتكون يعني هنا قيمة ال A 0، هنا قيمة ال B 0، هنا قيمة ال A 1، هنا قيمة ال B 0، وهكذا. زين، بعدين عاد احنا بنقوم نستخدم هذه المربعات نحدد عليهن كذا. نقدر نحدد على 1 ونقدر نحدد على 2 ونقدر نحدد على 4. نقدر نحدد على 4 كذا. طيب ونقدر نحدد على 2 تحت عادي، لكن ما نقدر نسوي كذا. طيب بالنسبة لي هنا الحين كيف بنحل هذا السؤال؟ بنشوف المربعات اللي عندنا ونختار أكبر عدد ممكن من المربعات. Now, how do we solve this question is by going and selecting the maximum number of squares that we can immediately. So we have four squares that contain 1, and we also can have 4 squares that contain 1 like this. Okay, so we have 4 here and 4 here. All right, so we're gonna start with the red squares first. So the red squares, when we look at the red squares, we are gonna start by looking at the first square. We have the a variable here. A variable here is 0. Okay, the b variable here is 0. The second square, the second blue square or a red square has a is 1 and b is 0. Okay, so a has changed from 0 to 1. So any number that changes, we do not take it. Okay, so we leave it alone. If we have more than one square that highlights this, okay, so any number that changes or any variable that changes, we do not take it. Okay, so a has changed, so we do not take it. So b is not changed from square 1 to square 2, but in square 3 we can see that b has changed from 0 here 0 and here 0. So here b is 1. So we do not take both of b and a. So in the first equation, we do not take b and a. We only take b, c, and d. Why? Because we have only one square here, which is this one, that highlights c and d. It's only highlighted here. Okay, so c is 1 and d is 0. So if there is no change in the variable, so if we picked these two, if it was like this, if it was like this here, 1, we do the same as here. We see if the variable c has changed. Here c has not been changed, but d has been changed. Okay, if we had 1 here. Okay, so we're gonna take only c like that. Okay, so now we are just highlighting this. Okay, so we just take c normal, but d is 0. So if the variable does not change and is 0, we are gonna have to select not d. We are gonna select it to not. We took d and c, d and c, not c and not d. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the other square that we have highlighted, which is this one, because we have finished with this. So we didn't take here a and b because they have been changed. This changed from 0 to 1, and this also changed from 0. The b has been changed from 0 to 1, so we didn't take them. We just took the ones that hadn't changed. Okay, and then we put them here. And then after that, when we go to another square, we just put a plus an or sign. Okay, So C and not D, or, and now we do this square right here, which is the blue square. So in the first, you see this? This is highlighting this here. And this is highlighting that. Okay, and then this is highlighting this, and that is highlighting that, as you can see. Okay, so A is 1, okay, but it will not change in here. So A is 1 and 1, it will stay like that, so we take A. And then we'll see if B has changed or not. So B here is 0, and then B is 1 over here. So we don't take B because it changed from 0 to 1. So we leave A like that. Now we're gonna go to the other two variables that we want to check. Okay, so the first one is C, and then the second one is D. So C is 1, here C is 1, so it hasn't changed from this one to this one, from this one to this one. So we take C also, and we take it normally. We don't take not C because it's 1. Okay, and then D has, as it was 0 and then changed to 1, so we don't take D. Okay, so C, not D, plus A and C. So this is our function that we are looking for. So the answer is C and not this one. This is the answer. And if we go down, as you can see, the answer is C, not D, A, and C. Okay, so now for the second question. Which of the following simplification represents the Boolean expression below? So when you want to solve these simplification examples, you'll have to study these rules, or you'll have to study these rules or laws. They are called laws. These laws here, and these here, and then you'll need to know these. So pages 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so you're gonna have to know these values. Okay, so here we are gonna have this. We're gonna use this equation. We're gonna have to use we're gonna use this law, which is A, B, C. A and B and C is equal to A, B, or A and C. Okay, so how do we switch from, we have this form like right here is like this form, as you can see. This form here is like this form, so we want to switch this to this form. Okay, so how do we do that? By getting okay, so we have A and not C, plus, or A and not C, and we have something different here, which is B. So we have these two terms which are similar, A and C, and A and not B. We can also write this function like that, like this, as you can see here. A not C plus A not C and B. Okay, so this is the same. There's a law that says this is it. A and B is equal to B and A. So we can switch these three, okay? We can switch these three, A and not C, and B, okay? So these two plus A and not C. Okay, so these two terms here are the same, okay? So we want to switch to this form, which is the sum of product, the product form. We want to switch to the product form. So we are going to take A and C as a common, and we're going to multiply it or AND it. We're going to AND by 1 plus B. Okay? So this is a common. This here is a common. We have A and not C here, and we have A and not C over here. So we can take it as a common, and then we multiply the B, and we OR the B by 1, and then we AND them together. So if we go inside, if we reverse it back, A multiplied by C multiplied by 1 is equal to this. It's the same. Anything that is multiplied by 1 is the same. So if A and 1 is equal to A, B and 1 is equal to B. The law is here. A and 1 is equal to 1 to A. So if we AND AC by 1, A and not C by 1 is equal to AC, and then we OR, okay, and then A, C, not B. So it's the same. So this is the simplification. Okay. So then we have another law, which is anything ORed with 1 is equal to 1. Okay. Anything is ORed with 1 is equal to 1. So this here is equal to 1. Okay, and this is equal to the same. C, A and not C. Okay. A and not C and 1. So A and not C and 1. So anything that is ANDed with 1 is equal to the same thing. Okay, right here, as you can see here. So the answer is this: A and not C. And as you can see, the answer is A and not C. Okay, so question number 3. Which of the following simplification represents the Boolean expression below? A plus B and A plus B not. So we want to solve this. How do we solve that? To solve this, okay, so we're gonna have to multiply this bracket by this bracket. Okay, so we're gonna try to do that. first is going to be A multiplied A and A, okay, and then plus A and not B, A and not B, okay, and then we're gonna have B and A, B and A, okay, and then we're gonna have B and not B, B and not B. Okay, so in the laws, anything that is multiplied with the not of it, anything that is multiplied with the not of it is gonna be 0. So when we go here, this is gonna equal to 0. So the law says B and not B is equal to 0. Okay, so this is out. We don't take that. And then this is equal to 1. A and A, this is equal to A. A and A is equal to A. Here, the law says that A or B, anything, it could be anything, and A is equal to A. This law over here, you can see here, it's the same. Okay, so this is A and A is equal to A, B and not B is equal to 0. So we get these two here. Okay, A and not B plus B and A, we can switch this by doing this. The law is A, B, and C is equal to A plus AB plus AC. So we can simplify these two by doing this. A plus B plus not B. Okay, so this is the same. As you can see here, A and B plus C is equal to A and B plus A and C. Okay, so we can simplify this function right here by, so this is gonna equal to A. Okay, A plus A B plus not B. Okay, A plus B and plus not B plus 0. Okay, so we don't take this. This is 0. All right, and then so the other law says, one other law says that A plus not A is equal to 1. Okay, so here this is gonna equal to 1. this here is gonna equal to 1. Okay, so anything that is ANDed with 1 is equal to the same number, is the equal to the same variable, and the value is a and 1 is equal to a. As you can see here, a and 1 is equal to a. Okay, so this is equal to 1. So a plus a, okay, and 1 is equal to a. And then lastly, we can use this. We can use this law here, which is a plus a is equal to a. So these two are equal to a. The final version is a. So, and the correct answer is a, as you can see. Okay, so for the question 5, what is the simplified logic expression of the K map below? Okay, so we're gonna have to do the same thing as we did in the first example. So as you can see here, we have 4 separate ones, but they are in the corner. So if you have ones in the corner, you can highlight these as like this. Okay, so you can highlight them like this. So these will be highlighted together, and you can highlight also these together. Okay, but we have 4 in the corner here. We have 4 corners, so we can select 4 corners together. We can select 4 corners together. You can imagine it like this one in the middle. You can imagine it like the middle one. Okay, so but they are at the outside. Okay, so they are inverted. So first we are gonna solve the outer shell before, and then we're gonna go to the inside with the 2. Okay, so we're gonna start with the first one. A is 1, is 0. Okay, A is 0, B is 0, and then here A is 0 and B is 1. So B has changed. Okay, so here B has changed, so we don't take B. B is out of the question. So we don't take B, we just take A. So first we get A, but we get A, okay? We get A not, because it's 0. You have to remember, if A was 1 and 1, we take A normal. If A is 0 and 0, we take A not A. Okay? And then, so we take this first, A, and then we look at the second column, which is C and D. So first, we don't have, we have C is 1, is 0, and then D is 0, okay? And then we have C is 0, and then D is 1, okay? So we take C because it doesn't change, so it's 0 and 0, and then D changes from 0 to 1, okay? So we are gonna do that. We are gonna take A, not A and C, not A and not C, because we have 0 and 0. We take not C. I almost made a mistake. Okay, and then we plus sign or gate. Okay, and then after that we're gonna go to the square inside the middle. We take 4 together. We don't take 2 and 2. We don't take 2 here and 2 here. We take them together because we take the largest number of ones that we can. Okay, so for the first one, we're gonna look at it. 1, a is 1. Here a is 1, and as you can see, the b has changed from 0 to 1, so we don't take b. We just take the a. So a, and it's gonna be normal a because it's 1 and 1, so we don't take the not. We just do a because it's 1 and 1, and then we're gonna go and look at these two. We're gonna look at these two right here. C, C, D, and D. All right, so we take these two. C is 1, and then C is 1 here, so we take C. And it's gonna be normal because it doesn't have, it is not 0. And then D is 0, and then D here is 1, so we don't take D. We only take C. So, not A, not C, and then A and C. So this is the right question, the right answer. This here is the right answer. The answer is A, C, and not A and not C. Okay, so for this question, we can solve it by rearranging these numbers right here. So as you can see here, we can use this law here. A, B, C is equal to A plus, or AB plus B plus AC. Okay, and then this can be, and then this here can be A B plus C. Okay, so this can equal to this and is equal to this. Okay, so we are gonna do this right here. So these two can be A not B plus B. Okay, so this is here, and we can write it like this: A, B plus A, B. Okay, and then plus A, B plus B not. Okay, so anything that is plus the opposite of it is equal to 1. So this is gonna equal to 1. Okay, so and then we can do this the same, this here the same, we can apply the same principle to this value. So we're gonna write it A not because we have a here, a naught and a naught. This is the common. We can b plus not b, okay, and then plus a, two brackets, b plus not b. Okay, so this is 1 and this is 1. So anything that you end with 1 is equal to the same thing. Right here, the law is a and 1 is equal to 1 to a. Okay, so a and 1 is equal to a, not a, and 1, here 1, is equal to not a. And then the OR gates still here. So not a and or a, not a or a, the law here says not a or a is equal to 1. So the answer is 1. These are equal to 1. As you can see here, the answer is 1. Okay, so I'm gonna solve the last equation. What is the simplified logic expression of the K-map below? So we have here 4 pairs over here, and then we have 4 pairs over here, and then we have 4 pairs over here. But if you remember, I said we don't want to do this. We want to select the most number of ones that we can. So the most number of ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we take 8 ones. Okay, so we take 8 ones. And then here is 4 ones. And you can start with either one, it doesn't matter. So we're gonna start with the blue one. So we're gonna start with the blue. So if you see 4 selected in a row, we don't take, if we selected 4 ones in A and B, we don't take A and B, because A is gonna be equal to 0, and then it's gonna be equal to 1. You see that? So we don't take A. B is not gonna change in the first 2. B is equal to 0, but when we go to the third and the fourth, we can see that B has changed to 1 also. So if you see 4 pairs, together in one, in here or here, you don't take them. Okay, so first we're not gonna take anything from here. Then we are gonna just see how these are done. So first C and then D. Okay, first C and then D, and then here C and D. Okay, so first C is 1 and here C is 1, so we didn't select these 2, we just leave them alone. And then D is equal to 0 and 1, so D has changed from 0 to 1, and C has not been changed, so it stays as 1. So we take only C. So first we are gonna take C. Okay, so we're gonna take C, not C. We are just gonna take C normal because it's 1 and 1. Okay, so and then we are gonna plus sign because we didn't take either A, B, or D. We just took C. So first we are gonna take C, and then we are gonna go to the green square over here. So these 4, I told you, if we take 4, together, we don't take any of these because they are gonna change. They are both gonna change. So D changes over here. Okay, D changes over here, and C changes over here. C is 1, C is 0, and then C is 1. So changed from 0 and 1. And then the D has been changed from 0 to 1 here. So we don't take those. We don't take anything from C and D. We just take A and B. So here A and B is only selected once. So we are gonna take, so A is 0, so we take A, not A. And then B is 1, so we take B normal. Okay, normally. And then the answer is gonna be like this. So this is the answer. A, not A, B plus C. And it's the same. And I told you before, A plus B is equal to B plus A. So these are the same. So first, not A, B plus C. And as we can see, this is the answer. And thank you for watching.